Hello and welcome to your weekend weather report, and we are just going to talk about the weather over the next couple of days and just locally because we have some really record heat coming today. It was limited by the cloud cover, but tomorrow you see what's going on. We got west winds even on the South Shore, 63 in West Islip with a west wind. So west winds, not much of a sea breeze today. And that's going to be the story tomorrow. Especially, you can see west winds also at Islip being reported, showing what the day was like in Islip. You can see we had we had a lot of high clouds, filtered sunshine, so it kind of kept the temperatures down a little bit from what they were yesterday. Still quite warm though, still 70s, which is quite warm. So we'll go and look at our highs, and we do have a coastal flood statement, I guess, because of the full moon. So let's go look at the highs. And you can see generally low to mid 70s. Mid 70s in the city, mid 70s in New Jersey. But everybody pretty much got into the 70s. I noticed warmer to the north, quite warm to the north. If we go to the north, you see temperatures were around 80 where they had the sunshine. I have a feeling there might have been some records broken upstate, perhaps. Albany got up to 81. So there could have been some records broken upstate. We'll have to check with the weather services on this. As far as lows go, 46 at West Hampton, otherwise mid 50s, and 48 at Miller Air Park. But other than that, 50s generally speaking for the lows. Let's go and check our reports out. And I don't think we had any record set breaking today, but tomorrow will be record breaking. Tomorrow will be record breaking. But I think if we go up to the Albany office, I think there will be some records set up there. So we'll go to let's see, here we go. Daily record high temperatures were set at Albany and Glens Falls, New York. Albany reached 80 degrees, breaking the old record of 79 set on October 27, 1963. And temperature records in Albany date to 1820. However, data is missing for July 2020 to September 2021. I wonder why. Glens Falls reached 76 degrees, breaking the old record of 75, set on October 27, 1947, and record at Glens Falls date to 1893. However, there is a data missing period for January to December 1931 and January 1934 to August 1942. However, record heat upstate. I'm not surprised that we had that again because of the heat. They had more sun, so we had again these clouds that were around today. So if we look at the sky, see, we had a high overcast. This is what it looked like. Filtered sunshine, which kept the temperatures down a little bit. You can see clear to the north, however. So we had clear sky to the north, which is to the right, clouds to the south. And then this evening, it cleared up. We had mostly clear skies this evening as the winds really became westerly. And the sea breeze was really minimal, though I did feel a little bit on the South Shore, but very little. And especially the further west you went, Rockville Center had no sea breeze at all. There's that full moon. So let's go to our climate statistics for the day, because we were still way above where we're supposed to be today, for sure. So Islip had a high of 74. The normal high is supposed to be 60, so that's 14 degrees above normal for the high. The low 53 was 10 degrees above normal, putting us 12 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park was 15 degrees above normal for the day, with a high of 74 and a low of 63. So, yeah, that's quite warm. And New Jersey was high hit 77. That's 15 degrees above normal. And that puts us 15 degrees above normal for the day, with an average of 68. So let's check Bridgeport. Bridgeport only got up to 69, so no records for them. But if we go further north, I have a feeling, yeah, definitely. I don't know what the records are for. We can go to record event report and see if it's only going to cover these sites. So anyway, let's go over, and this is the satellite from today. I'll show you the clouds. That's that bank of clouds that was over us. There was actually some mid-level precipitation that was falling from some of those clouds. And if we go to the MODIS satellite, which we'll see. You'll see there, that's, I believe that's, which one is that, Tammy? But anyway, see, these are the clouds that were over us today, so it kind of kept the temperatures down. But to the north, there was sunshine, and where the sun was out, it was definitely a lot hotter than it was, and the heat extended to the south, too. In fact, if we go to the Ventus sky, which we'll go to next here, back the temperatures up to 3 o'clock. So this kind of gives you an idea of the warmth. See, it was actually warmer upstate because they had the sun. And then to the south, mid-Atlantic, very warm indeed. And there was, like I said, there was some... Let's see if that's probably not going to show up on the radar. There was, like, yeah, these little... It wasn't reaching the ground. It's like mid-level precipitation. Whenever there was a little disturbance, this little disturbance is what shifted the wind off to the west. And that's why we're going to have to deal with... that's Tammy over there, so... I believe so. NHC still... Tammy is a tropical storm at 65 miles an hour. It's nothing that we're going to have to be concerned about, I don't think. So let's talk about the differences in the models as we go through the weekend into next week to round out the rest of this month. So, again, we have this really crazy ridge here that's bringing us the record heat. Cold front comes through, approaches Sunday, but of course it's not a simple cold front because we don't get simple cold fronts anymore. There has to be a little bit of energy along the cold front. That brings us the chance for, unfortunately, Sunday looks like we're going to have not just a few showers, but quite a few showers around it. It may even be considered a rainy day, which is, it seems like we can't have both days on the weekend be clear. But at least Saturday will be, but now Sunday looks like it's going to be a problem because, again, we don't have a simple cold front. We don't get simple cold fronts anymore. And then you can see that moves away. And we have a chance for showers on Monday. You can see the cold front finally moves off to the south on Tuesday. There's a wave that forms along it, but the GFS suppresses it. And then we have clearing weather later Wednesday into Thursday to begin November with the high pressure over us. However, the European continues with a totally different view of things. This is the 18Z European. So this is the European. They kind of agree Sunday, but then... this is the 18Z isn't going to go far enough out. But if I look at the 12Z, it stalls the front to the south and then forms a wave along it and then brings us rain, possibly later Halloween night, which is the last thing people need when they're out celebrating Halloween. And then there could be rain into at least the first part of Tuesday, according to the European, with a low forming along. And again, this is the European doing this, not the GFS, but there definitely is a split in the models. Yeah, the ICON, on the other hand, also forms the storm as well. So the ICON often follows the European, and in this case, it's doing the same thing as well. That's the ICON model. All right, and the Canadian also following the European. So only the GFS wants to not form a low there. All right, and I'm hoping the GFS is right. I'm hoping it is, but I do trust it, and hopefully these other models will stop doing this. But it's ridiculous, man. It's just we can't get a simple cold front. It always has to be a rain. Why can't we just get a heavy shower or even a thunderstorm and have it be over with? We don't seem to get that anymore. That's due to climate change. It's not normal at all, and we're all sick of it, especially for the people who want to celebrate Halloween. The last thing they need is rain in their evening. It's bad enough we're going to have rain on Sunday. We're sick of this rain already. It's ridiculous. Can't we get rid of this rain for like a while? Anyway, sorry for the rant, but it's too far in advance to really talk about what's going to happen on Halloween. We just don't know as far as Halloween itself goes. But let's go to the HRRR here, and we got the 0Z HRRR, and we should be able to look at that one. Good news is tomorrow's dry. It's going to be very warm, record heat, but plenty of sun, no rain. Though it is developing a couple of showers in the evening. Here we go. A couple of stray showers in the evening. That is actually the cold front that's approaching, that's setting off those showers. But you see, it just stalls out. This front stalls out. It doesn't move through. And as a result, here you go into Sunday, where there could be a few showers around, particularly later on in the day. You can see most of them to the north, but some of them could go approach our area Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, perhaps. It won't be raining constantly, but there's definitely a shower because you've got the front that's stalled out, all right? Again, this was supposed to be, when we were looking at this cold front days ago, it was supposed to be a simple cold front, but we don't get those anymore. We don't get those. That's due to climate change. Okay, so here you go. The dew points and wind flow, west winds. You see those west winds, no sea breeze tomorrow. Maybe there'll be one on the south shore. Maybe. You have to be right on the south shore. You see the higher humidity air here. This is the cold front right here. So as we go into Saturday, see cold front comes through, but then stalls out over the mid-Atlantic there, And then Sunday, you can see it actually tries to come back. You can almost see a little circulation trying to form there. So, I mean, none of this is normal, all right? But this is what happens when you don't have a proper jet stream. And I guess we'll have to go into the jet stream because now I brought it up, so we'll have to go into it. So let's look at our temperatures. Tomorrow, again, we're going to have that record heat. So here we go into tomorrow. Not dropping much tonight, and tomorrow, I think everybody gets to 80 or above. I think we're going to have a good bet at that. That west wind, plenty of sun. You can see how much cooler it is to the north where that cold front is. And then the front comes through. And then Sunday is going to be quite chilly. We're going to be struggling to reach the low 50s. Now, because you can see where the front is stuck. And if you're in southern New Jersey, you could still be near 70. And look at that, 80s over the mid-Atlantic. So there you go. More of that damn stall front syndrome again that we're going to have to deal with for a couple of days. It's just ridiculous, and I absolutely hate it. Anyway, let's go to the GFS, and we'll go to the dew points and wind flow, show you the GFS so you can see what happens here Sunday. See the front kind of hangs up, and then we get more of a northwest wind coming in on Monday, which should help push the front away. And then you can see on Tuesday, the front comes through. You see that low. It's well suppressed, so we don't have to deal with any rain, just clouds, northwest, and then we have the northwest winds and the dry air that we'll have for the rest of the week as we head into November, the first week of November. Temperatures. Obviously, here's the temperatures for tomorrow. Very warm. Again, though, Sunday is going to be a lot cooler. It's going to be like a shock. Going to go from like going in the low 80s to struggling to make it to 58, you know. We'll be below normal for highs on Sunday. And then Monday, also cool, struggling to reach the mid-50s. Again, we got the stall front here. Tuesday, 50s, generally speaking. And then at night, it's going to drop. Night could be pretty chilly. We could have our first freeze possible if we get radiational cooling. 30s for lows. And then Wednesday, we're in the mid-50s. And then, yeah, we stay cool, and then we don't start recovering until Friday. Now, let's go to the European model because we don't know the European has a different opinion on things. And now we've got to look at that, even though we don't really get the dew point on the... I don't think we get dew point on the European, do we? No, we don't. So let's go to the European here, and we'll look at temperatures on the European. So it kind of shows the front. Here's your front. You can see it just gets stuck. You can see, and this is the front. European actually has the front a lot closer to us. Pushes it south on Tuesday, but then tries to bring it back up again with that low that forms along there. So that's the European. Has a different opinion of things, obviously. So let's go to the skies. Obviously, tomorrow we're going to have plenty of sun. I think hardly any clouds at all. But then after that, we're going to be dealing with clouds Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We may try to push them to the south, but you see that front stalled out. And then by Wednesday, maybe we can finally push it away. Wednesday and Thursday would be mostly sunny days, perhaps. But, yeah, it's a pain in the neck. So let's go to the FV3, which I normally don't show, but we'll show this as well. So this is the FV3 for tomorrow. You can see, and there's the clouds. They're coming toward the afternoon. Going to have some of these clouds. That's with the cold front. And then Sunday, you can see there are the clouds with that next system. And we can also look at the rainfall as well on this as well. So here's so tomorrow we're dry. There could be a stray shower with that cold front. And then here we are Sunday. The GFS has a raining all freaking day. All right. NAM. Let's go to the NAM. Don't have enough of the 0Z NAM, and we'll go to this NAM, right? So you can see here, that cold front, there it is, right there. And then, yeah, we get this mess that comes in for your Sunday here with showers. And then here's the next one. So, and that could get us later Monday night, perhaps. I don't know. We don't really have far enough out to really go that far, but yeah, it's annoying. I thought we would. I finally could say, all right, no rainy days for a while, and here we are talking about another effing rainy day for Sunday. It's absolutely ridiculous. So let's go to the RGM for skies, and actually I could use the RGM for this as well. So it kind of shows again what's going to happen Sunday. Though the RGM seems to think a lot of it stays to the north. And then Monday, we would have very scattered. And you can see the front coming through right there on the RGM as well. But let's go look at the skies. So here's your skies for tomorrow. And you can see not much in the way of clouds until we get toward the afternoon with that front. And then Sunday, we're going to have plenty of clouds around. And Monday, probably plenty of clouds around. And that's as far as you get on the RGEM. All right, so let's talk about the differences here. We're going to go back to the Eastern. We're going to go back to the CODIS view here. And I'm going to go to the GFS. And we're going to look at the jet stream here. Show you what the problem is. All right, so here's the jet stream. All right, so the GFS, you can see there's that ridge right there, right? There's the jet stream, all right? So you can see that trough coming in, all right? So it's fairly more progressive in nature. Now, if we go look at the European model, we have a difference here. I believe we're going to see a difference. This is the European model. The European just has, you can see it has that parallel flow there, and I don't know why it wants to develop that storm there. I don't get it. I think it's going to fade away, and hopefully it does. But you can see the jet stream there. It's kind of just have a shallow trough. I mean, you got this ridge here. That's the problem. It's not letting the front come through this ridge, this big ridge. These big heat ridges never give easily, and that's the issue. So we had to go into the upper air a little bit and explain why this front is not going to move through quickly. If we had a sharper trough. All right. Once again, going back to GFS, the trough's not sharp; it's flat, and so the front. You can see the flow of the air is like this. So instead of a flow from the northwest, you have a flow from the west-southwest. That means a slow-moving front. All right. Here's the upper air, and you can see again that cool air that's gonna want to come in. All right. I'm going into a deeper analysis because we have the next thing I want to do. Yeah, we're gonna look at this too. 700. This humidity here, this 700 to 300. So got the dry air, and then you can see Sunday, we've got the moisture that we're going to have to deal with. And the same thing Monday, have some of that moisture. Here's Tuesday, Wednesday, plenty of dry air. Now, the European, I think, had that feature now. Yeah, the European has it. So let's go look at the European, and we'll go to the 12Z run of the European again. Show you the difference here. So this is the, this is the European. It doesn't really get the green to the south of us. See, it tries to, and then it comes back at us. Here we are. Here's the green coming Wednesday, Halloween, and here's your rained out Halloween night into Wednesday. So let's hope this isn't right, because it's been this whole year we have had way too much rain, and at the worst times, and we're all tired of it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway. That, I think, is going to wrap up this weather update. So this weather report for the weekend. Again, record heat for tomorrow is fairly likely at this point. So tomorrow's going to be the hottest day. And then you're going to go from the heat, which, at this point I'll take because I hate the rain more than anything. And then we got rain for Sunday. So if you have plans, do it tomorrow. Sunday could really suck, possibly. And then we'll have to watch and see what happens on Halloween night, obviously. So, but tomorrow will be a much briefer weather video. Obviously, I wouldn't even do one, but because we got the record heat, gonna have to go over that with you. And then Sunday night we'll get into a little more. We'll have a much longer, week in review weather report. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.